What's up, you guys? About a year ago, I released a video. It's a DIY how to upgrade, kind of retrofit your headlights. If you haven't seen that video, you can check out this link and go make sure you watch that. But I got a lot of questions off of that. What does it actually look like on your vehicle? Is it an actual upgrade? And you kind of seem to use some cheaper parts. So what is the longevity of that actually gonna be versus doing an actual retrofit with new headlights? So today we're going to take a look at that. So let's get into it. First, I want to see, how does it actually look on the vehicle? That was another big question, was how does it actually look on the vehicle? So I didn't include that in the original video. That was just the how-to, but here's a couple photos of what it actually looks like. So you can tell that it definitely modernizes the look of the vehicle. We've got the blacked out bezels, freshly cleaned lenses. We've got the halos around the projectors. Definitely modernizes the look of the vehicle, you know, even 15-plus-year-old headlights. So that was one of the main goals, as well as getting a functional upgrade out of the headlight. So pretty pleased with this overall. The second thing I want to take a look at is the halos. Now, I had a lot of guys say, you know, don't cheap out on halos. Use the cheap Amazon ones, whatever, use the more expensive ones, you'll get better quality. And there's definitely some merit to that. But 1 year out, I've had these on my vehicle and I've driven it every day. So using them every day for 1 year, and I haven't had a single issue. They've not burned out. They don't flicker or anything like that. So I can't really complain about that. And so if budget is your main objective, these kind of fit the bill in my experience. You know, if you're wanting a longer term retrofit, then sure, it's probably worth it to go with the more expensive. But this isn't a 10-year plan, these headlights for me. This is kind of like, these headlights sucked because the lenses sucked and I was gonna take them apart to refinish them. So throwing a $20 halo in there fit my objective and my budget. So see what your objective is, but for me, it seemed worth it. The next thing I want to take a look at is the Cerakote ceramic coating that I put on the outside of the headlights. Now that kit actually worked wonders. If you saw before I refinished them, they were yellow and oxidized and hazy. You actually couldn't get a lot of light output through the lenses because they were so bad. And so I sanded a lot of that away and used this kit, and it actually restored the clarity amazingly. So I was really happy with that. Fast forward to now, a year later, every day in the Texas sun, and it's starting to wear off. So not super stoked on that, but at $16 for, you know, the kit, if I have to do that annually or whatever, not the biggest deal. There's probably some other options out there that might last a little bit better, but this one for the ease of use was pretty great. So if you don't want to go through the trouble of polishing and polishing and polishing, this has got a little bit of a sand and then a wipe for that ceramic coat. Worked pretty good. So for $16, I'm not too upset about that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the LED upgrade that I did. I didn't include that in the overall price of the $100 upgrade because I didn't figure that that was necessary to upgrade the aesthetic of the headlight, but it was just to kind of get a little bit more usable light out of it. And you can definitely get cheaper options than what I use as well. Now, I didn't change out the projectors. There's still the factory projectors in there because arguably, I don't think they're that bad. If you don't want to go through the trouble of buying higher end projectors and retrofitting those into the housings, they actually work pretty good with just an LED bulb. I got a usable low beam and a really reliable high beam, and I have other dedicated lights when I need to shine like the sun. So for what I was working with, I think they actually hit the mark. So I'm pretty happy with that overall. So there we have it. There's our 1 year look at our headlight upgrade. There was a couple things, you know, mainly the Cerakote that was wearing off. I just recoated that again. Another $16, you know, it should last for another year. But we still have all those other features working. The LEDs are working great. The halos around the lights are still there. Everything else is great. So depending on how much budget and effort you want to put into your retrofit or your upgrade, you can definitely scale it to suit. The cheapest budget was my objective, and I feel like I hit it for just under $100 bucks. But you could go all the way up to, you know, a brand new retrofit. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I hope to see you guys next time.